Hey everybody, what's up? It's Joel, aka The Daily Guru, and it's time for another edition of Something Old, Something New. Today for Something Old, we're going to talk about one of my favorite albums from the past decade. The name of the group is the Cinematic Orchestra, and we're going to look at their 2002 release, Every Day. I'll admit it, I actually found this record by chance. I was wandering around at Finders Records in Bowling Green, Ohio that year, and it was playing on the stereo in the store. I instantly fell in love with it, and it hasn't been far from me since. Now, when it comes to having a cool ethos for a band, these guys have it covered when they claim that they make soundtracks for movies that don't actually exist. The ability to evoke these kind of visceral responses from a listener is an absolute rarity within music. And the fact that they're able to do this so effortlessly at every single turn is a testament to the amazing level of musicianship within the band. Now, when it comes to the actual music, the Cinematic Orchestra is where downbeat ambient meets jazz fusion, meets soul, meets funk. It's just outright musical bliss. But make no mistake, the orchestra part of this band's name is absolutely fitting. It's that sense of the dramatic, how the songs are able to swell and build amazing tension and kind of cool out in the end. These are classical compositions, make no mistake about it, but they have a modern twist like nothing else in music history. But these aren't all instrumentals. You have amazing vocal contributions from both Fontella bass and Roots Manuva. Fontella bass is one of the most phenomenal voices in the entire history of soul music, and in a lot of ways, this has given her career an entirely new life because she's rarely sounded as good as she does here. And Roots Manuva, we know Roots, we love Roots. He's one of the most versatile and talented MCs on the planet, and his work within the confines of the Cinematic Orchestra is some of his best. So if you're into downbeat ambient, if you're into jazz, if you're into chill out music, if you're just into great songs in general, go out and get yourself a copy of the Cinematic Orchestra's Every Day. Thank me later. Alright guys, today for something new, we're going to talk about the fact that one of my all-time favorite things to hear is the brand new album from The Roots. So let's check out their brand new release, Undun. For more than 2 decades, The Roots have been redefining both jazz music and hip-hop music in the way that they bring an amazing level of musicality and creativity to both styles. And this constant striving for new sounds, along with the long list of collaborators they brought in for Undun, makes it one of their best records in years. This album is a concept album. It revolves around the short life of a fictional character named Redford Stevens, and it's within the stories that they tell in these songs that you realize Undun is a return to form for The Roots. Lyrically, they're back in a position where they're talking about darker, grittier subjects with ideas about struggle and general hard life, and that's a good thing for this band. Undun starts off pretty slow, maybe even a little bit too slow, but you don't realize that until you get a few songs into the album when you hit the track one time. It's this track that kicks the album into high gear, and over the next few songs you realize that this is about as good as The Roots have ever sounded. The energy on these songs is absolutely insane. There's no question this is some of their best work in years. The lyrics hit hard, and the music has this slinky sway and bounce to it that you can't help but get completely caught up in. The rhyming from Black Thought has rarely been this good. He sounds so much more focused, so much more driven, that it proves he's one of the greatest MCs in the entire history of hip-hop music. Strangely enough, Undun ends with this very short 4-part instrumental. And while it's not bad, the album would have been just fine without this awkward closing statement. Overall, Undun is a very welcome breath of fresh air in the overly stale world of hip-hop in which we live, because on the Buy It or Borrow It, there's no question. This one is a buy it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, go ahead and click like, go ahead and leave a comment. If you want to email me, you can do that at thedailyguru@gmail.com, and check out my website where every single day I write about the greatest songs ever written at thedailyguru.net. If you want to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr, you can do that right here, and we'll see you guys again on Thursday.